What's going on, guys? My name is Christopher and welcome to It's Complicated, a show where I talk about and showcase wristwatches. So if you like luxury wristwatches, you're going to love the show. Today, I'm going to be discussing how the Rolex market looks like it has taken a little bit of a correction. Here we go. Before I get started today, I want to tell you guys about a website called luxurybazaar.com. They sell all sorts of great luxury watches on there, and I'm not talking just Rolex. They sell Cartier, Omega, Patek Philippe, pretty much anything. So check them out. I'll put a link in the description below as they help out a lot with the show. Something I do very often is search Craigslist for Rolex watches. Recently, I've been noticing a lot more Rolex watches on the Craigslist than normal. As of right now, there's at least 8 in the Pittsburgh Craigslist, and that's a little more aggressive than usual. Now, these watches are all priced a little bit better, some of them not so much, but most of these watches are priced a little bit better than eBay. Let's have a look at some other cities' Craigslist to see how many of these Rolex watches are popping up right now. Now, be advised that I didn't dive deep into the prices of these other watches in other cities. I just kind of pointed out the ones that seemed genuine. Let's have a look at Boston's Craigslist. That's a pretty big city, and there are currently what seems to be 6 genuine Rolexes for sale. We can jump over to Miami, Florida, and it looks like there's at least 10 genuine Rolex watches for sale there. Let's dive into another random city like Seattle. Looks like there's about 10 in Seattle as well. Also, I checked out San Diego, and that seems to be a little bit of a disaster, as I didn't see any that really appeared genuine. There's just a lot of fakes, and yeah, I didn't see any that really looked genuine at an initial glance. Let's take a look at eBay quickly and look at the watches that have actually sold. Rolex Batmans seem to be selling for about $1,000 less than they were last year at this time, even 3 months ago. Let's take a look at the Rolex Root Beer on eBay, and it looks like one sold for just about $16,000. Be aware that the MSRP on the Rolex Root Beer is almost $15,000. So once you really throw in some sales tax, it's selling for about what it sells for brand new. On eBay, even the Batgirls are selling for less than they were just a couple months ago and definitely last year. I guess what I am suggesting is that the market has taken a little bit of a turn and has seen somewhat of a correction. You would think as our economy takes a really big hit that the Rolex watch would be worth a little more, just as gold and silver become worth a little more. However, the problem is too many people are buying Rolex watches as to just flip them. They buy them and they try to make a bunch of money off of it. Too many people are buying them to just make money off of them than they are to actually enjoy them and enjoy their quality and appreciate the value of the watch. For example, when I bought my first Rolex Submariner date, I found one that seemed collectible, and now it is worth a little more than what I paid for it, about 30% as much. However, I do not have any intention on flipping the watch. I found my white-faced Rolex Datejust at a friend's jewelry store and purchased it for about $3,000, and now it's worth $45,000. But again, I don't intend on flipping my 2 Rolex watches. I bought the Speedmaster a couple years ago, enjoyed it, and then sold it, but I didn't sell it to make money off of it. I just sold it to kind of get the money back from it. And I think I lost about $120 because I bought a NATO strap or whatever. My first Rolex watch I bought was a 16233 Datejust, and I only bought that because my father had a genuine Rolex watch that I was supposed to inherit when he passed away, and he wasn't the greatest of all men, and he sold it. So I kind of bought that to correct his mistake, but after a while I realized I didn't even really like it, but I did enjoy the quality of that Rolex watch, which led me to the Submariner date, and then eventually getting rid of the 16233, which I made a little bit of money off of, but that wasn't the intention. I didn't buy it to flip it. And I guess that's what I'm saying. You can't go buy a Rolex to just turn around and sell it. People buying Rolex watches should be buying them to wear them and enjoy them. It's okay if you get into one and then want to get out of it and try to get the same money that you sold it for, but don't buy one to just turn around and sell it. You are not a private business. Now, maybe you could be a private business watching this video, and then it makes it a little different because that's the point. You get it in and you sell it at a profit, and that is the business. But again, I just think too many people that don't own that business are just saying, oh man, I can go buy this on Craigslist and turn around and flip it. Even that Rolex date is still for sale on Pittsburgh Craigslist for $4,750, and he just reposted it. So the Joker just reposted his ad as a parody of the other guy's ad, which I'm showing you right now. So again, my suggestion, as the economy takes a hit, as Baselworld gets postponed with everything, don't just go looking to buy a Rolex to flip it. Unless you can get something like a genuine Batman for $8,000. Sure, turn around and sell it for MSRP. But like I said, the market of Rolex watches has taken a hit. If you have any suggestions or comments for me, please leave them below. And that wraps up another episode of It's Complicated. Don't forget to subscribe to the show, like this video, share it with all your friends, and I'll see you next time on another episode of It's Complicated.